I'm back with another update for my AE86 Resto mod project. So this is a Levin AE86 hatchback, or Levin conversion with a beam swap. And today we're going to be doing a lot of the smaller, finer details. Things that really get me excited about moving forward in the car. Sometimes are the smallest things. One of the things that I think gets overlooked a lot in restorations, especially with cars like AE86s where there isn't like a whole lot of restorations being done, is some of the smaller details, the nuts and bolts and the hardware of things, and making sure that you've got good, nice, new hardware with the car. And I'm at a stage right now with this car that I need hardware to be able to put the car together. So this restoration is being done in like 3 stages. So the first stage is assembly and getting the car running and driving. So that's to make sure I've got everything there, got the car sorted so that way it's drivable, no problem, right? Stage 2 is disassembly for chassis restoration. Okay, so that's stage 2 is disassembly and like chassis restoration. That's paint, body work, chassis work, all of that. And then stage 3 is reassembly and enjoy. One of the benefits I think that I've had with starting with the stripped, it was just a rolling shell when I got this car, is that it didn't have a lot of the hardware that was there that I might have reused. So like, I've owned 486s and I've worked on countless others. I have a bunch of bolts and things that I could use, but I took the opportunity to source some brand new hardware for the car, so it's gonna be looking real nice and fresh. Plus, there's a bunch of clips that were missing or broken or plastic retainers that I needed to replace anyway, so this is a great opportunity to do all of that. So what I did was I headed over to flows.ie, it's their website, FLO's, to get some of the stuff that I was missing. I picked up these 2 kits from FLO's. So that way we could really put some effort into some of the smaller details of the car. So for example, I put on door panels the other day, but the clips were broken or missing. So I've got door panel clips. Or I installed a Levin grille the other day, which we'll show that in a minute. And I needed things like these. And then also, pretty much all the fasteners in the car can be replaced by these. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna go and pretty much replace every nut and bolt that I can find and use this entire bolt kit so I can have some nice, fresh gold zinc plated hardware in the car just to show that extra little effort. I also decided to pick up a new grille for the Levin hatchback because I don't have a grille for it and I do have fog lights, so I wanted to pick up a fog light grille. I got one of the ones from FLO's, it's brand new and comes in a Toyota box, so that's now being put on the car. All right, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and put the Levin grille on. There were some little paper liners on the back side of this, I already took those off. This grille from FLO's comes with the clips already installed, so I bought extras and didn't realize that. Also, if you're trying to figure out how these clips come off, because I broke a pair, so it's a good thing I got some extra ones. On the front of it, there's a little tab in here, and all you gotta do is push on that tab, and then the clip just comes right out. It's super easy. So anyway, don't be an idiot like me and force it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get this put on here. I'm gonna move the camera so we can get a better look. So before putting the grille on, you see we've got square holes here. We got to put a little retaining clip in them. And now I don't know what it comes with from the factory, but FLO's has these little guys here that's going to work just right for this. We'll pop those guys in. So this way we'll be able to put a screw in there to be able to tighten down to hold the grille in place. Go ahead and position the grille down below here on the bottom side. You got to make sure that clip gets through the right spot on both sides. And then the gasket on these is pretty thick, so we're going to have to force this around the gasket a little bit to try and get it up into the right spot. We'll put the screw in, I think. There's that side. I'll go ahead and do the other side. And there we go. Levin grille is now installed in place. Yeah, you see that bolt? Nah, it's gonna be gone, it's not good enough. rusty and painted and gross. There we go. Fresh gold zinc. Much better. It's all in the details. Don't mind the paint. That'll come at some point. So this FLO's bolt kit is great because I've already replaced all the bolts for the fender on this side. You saw that I replaced the little headlight or the fog light bolts, but also we're gonna go ahead and go over to the other side and replace all these nasty gross bolts too real quick. Pretty much all these bolts are mismatched and painted or rusty, so having some nice fresh zinc coated bolts is gonna be really good. Yay! Those are gross too. Maybe I can replace those. Look at that. I love it. I don't know, this just gets me really excited to have these all nice fresh hardware in here. Now, in one of my previous videos, I put these door panels on, but unfortunately a bunch of the clips are, well, missing or broken. So now I've got the new clips, we'll put it in. I also have the new little squares that go in here, so I can put the actual armrests in too. So we're gonna pull these off and do that. There are spider webs in here. That is lovely. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just crumbling apart. Like, yeah, they're all just, as soon as I touch it, they're just coming apart. Well, that one might be good. Nope, it's not. I hope I have enough for this. I'm gonna try really hard not to break this, but gotta force them in a little bit. Because I want to try and get both door panels, I might have to be a little selective with how many I put in. There's 10 on each door. So you'll need 2 of these clip kits if you're gonna do every single one of these in the doors. I'm gonna put a couple more in because I have a few more, and then we'll do the other side. Because we have the fresh ones in the door, we're also gonna put fresh plastic pieces in the door panel, which are these little guys. Now, on previous videos, I assembled pretty much all the interior, but I was missing some hardware when I did that. Hardware that I have now. So I'm gonna try and get a few more bits and pieces in here to be able to get this all together. There we go. I just gotta say, I really, really love this nut and bolt kit because, well, both the nut and bolt kit and the plastic clip kit because, man, screws that I was having a hard time finding, bolts that I was having a hard time finding, I've got them. So this is bolted down. This, I need push clips for this guy. And yes, I know, I am working in a mess when I don't have to, but it's just kind of become my nature with this car, I think. I love just little things like this, just little bits of hardware. It really helps just tie everything together. I'm missing these guys, so I'm looking at the one down here. I see what that looks like. It's a little different style than the other one, but it's the only ones that are gonna fit. So we've got these little squares and they're gonna go right in there. New clips the windshield trim. Oh, I'm missing a bolt right there. Let's get that sorted. Now we can put on the windshield side trim with a couple of the screws that we've got. I think these are gonna be the short screws from the kit. Bottom one, this one's always a little tricky to get in there. Awesome. Now I can do the other side. Right, I know that wasn't like a big major update on the car, but it was just enough to make me excited to work on the car again. The drift season is pretty much over, so now it's gonna be full focus on this car to get it running and driving. I do have a couple of very, very big updates coming for it very soon. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and check it out. Some brand new parts have never, ever been made before that I get to test on this car. I'm really, really excited about it.
I can't wait to get them on the car, and I can't wait to get this car running and driving. It's coming very quickly.